Well, all right, all right, all right. Let me get rid of this banner. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me okay. We still don't have our internet working yet in our new house, so nor is my office set up yet. We literally just moved this weekend, guys. So I'm coming to you live from Vista, California in my brand new backyard. If we get a chance, I'll show you my view of nature here when we're done, but you're not here for that. So appreciate you guys making time. Hello, everyone. Super excited to see you, Elizabeth. You are here. Let me guys know if the volume is okay. Since I am outside, hello, Janet. Hello, hello. And I have a guess that this is somebody because I think you're in Wisconsin. I know it's still not showing up. Just wanted to, okay, good. You might, just a disclaimer, you guys might hear an occasional train go by. It is what it is. It's outdoors. So super grateful to be here with you. Today is the last Q&A. And I will be, of course, announcing the winner chicken dinner, as I always like to say with my kids, who, and I don't know where that phrase came from. I just have said it ever since I was a kid, so I can't tell you. I can't take credit. So we will talk. I'll announce the winner towards the end. So again, today is all about you. So I really hope you guys can ask questions because this is the final live Q&A that's free. Some of you guys already know about my new and improved VIP membership program that will kick off on my birthday on September 1st officially. So if you have any questions about that, you could also ask about that today. Just wanted to let you guys know while I'm waiting for questions, you can go ahead and start crafting your questions or comments. Today, you still have the ability to ask questions and maybe even comment on something that you learned, something that maybe you applied over the weekend that really just blew your mind. You don't have to form it in the a question. It could be just, I did this and oh my gosh, or oh my gosh, I can't believe I generated over 100 leads in 1 week. Can I do that again? And we'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about next steps. And of course, for those who are interested, several of you have already booked a call with me. My time slots are filling up. And so I'd really love for anyone who got some transformation but want more, and you haven't already taken up one of your one and only discovery call with Lois, please go ahead and go to bookacallwithlois.com. So let's go here. Let's check the questions if we have. Hello, Sean. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Elizabeth. Awesome. Yay, Janet. And I know Janet's in my Done With You coaching program. And one day she was telling about all of her wins. And the last one was, in my opinion, the best. She talked about how she got, I can't now remember if it was 3 or 4 or 5. My brain is fatigued from moving. Okay. I've logged a lot of miles this weekend. Has been a few years since I did marathons, but gosh darn it, I felt like I got hit by a train this weekend and ran a marathon. So proud of you, Janet. You learned that working with my warm market via my group helped me reach my goal of 100 leads. This is exciting. Yes. And I have, just so you guys know, if you stay on my email list, you're always going to be hearing about amazing things. If you're obviously inside of this community, next week is a webinar with Jake Ballantyne on how to create $10,000 a month in income through your Facebook community. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Awesome. Jesse, way to go, Jesse. I love it. And even those of you who have global heritage and background, and no matter where you're living, some of you guys, English isn't even your first language. So I just want to give a shout out to Jesse and those of you who are learning from me. And I talk fast sometimes, and I know what it's like to have to comprehend the English, but then also comprehend the content. So that's amazing. It was an awesome week, generated 100 plus leads, and recalled many people to reach out to from my warm market. Love the DCP worksheet. Yeah, I got my clipboard. Awesome. Yay! That's fantastic. And you got 250 plus views on LinkedIn. Cool. Well, I know this is an opportunity for you guys to ask questions, so I hope you do. Otherwise, it may not be a 30-minute call, and that's totally fine too. I know it's a Monday, number one, and I want to acknowledge all of you. Even if you're watching this on the replay later, please comment below #replay and what you gained from this experience, right? They say knowledge is power, but wisdom is true application and success in my books. Even if you maybe didn't hit your goal this week, who cares? I've been reading The Untethered Soul and listening to the lectures daily as I've been going through a very stressful time. You know, moving is a life-changing event. I've had 2 friends pass away in the past 4 weeks. Again, life-changing events, right? And so our mind is always chattering. But being able to be an observer of those thoughts and really know that words matter, especially when they come out of your mouth or you write them down, you speak, you say, and if it's you beating yourself up because you didn't hit a goal, that wasn't my purpose of this class. Okay. It's about the journey, right? Not the destination. And what do you learn about yourself and what do you let go of along the way? Progress over perfection. I had to let go of a lot of my perfectionism tendencies in 2020. If I hadn't let go of those, and there's still times where I'm still letting go, right? We don't change overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. If you've listened to the book Atomic Habits, where Steve Martin talks about his decades-long career, the first 15 he was learning. He was actually just kind of testing, right? And then it wasn't really until like 20 years later that he felt like he was a wild success. So think of your business journey, your lead generation journey as that. That's key. That's key. And just because you don't mark a to-do off of your list doesn't mean you lose value. It's what did you learn? That's where the daily compass comes in. The daily compass and the prospecting sheets, you can edit them to make them your own, but I would really be careful before you do that. Have a call with me. Book that so you understand the madness. These are documents that I've used for 20 years, you guys. The Daily Compass, probably about 14. And it was when I didn't use them that I really put a cap on my own income, but it was my mind that was going monkey mind crazy all over the place in motion as opposed to implementation, action, and reflection. So I just saw your comment, Elizabeth. For me, it's using the Daily Compass every day. For me, and this is not a PSA for you to hire Lois, but I have my coach. I honestly don't know how anybody's successful without paying a coach. It's true, you know, and I'm not just talking like Michael Jordan level coaches, right? You can't do this without coaching and spending money and having someone hold you accountable to get to 5 figures a month. I would have quit, you guys. We would not be on this call if it hadn't been for my hiring a coach and spending $2,000 a month, right? So he's there for me all the time. I can leave a message on my WhatsApp for him and get a response within 24 hours, sometimes within 2 hours. So you got to have a coach. Mentors are okay, but if they're not financially tied to your success, mentors can come and go. When I wasn't using my Daily Compass, I didn't have a coach I was paying. I just had mentors. My income was stagnant. My growth was stagnant. And I didn't have true accountability because, again, the mentors they didn't have a true attachment to my daily numbers, my income producing activities. And then, of course, sometimes I'm crying on my calls with my coach because life is challenging. And another thing that I do, Elizabeth, is I already mentioned it, the Untethered Soul surrender experiment. I surrender myself daily. I also, even this weekend, guys, I was freaking out. I had a bad hair day on Saturday in the move. I did a lifeline to my meditation teacher, and he was there for me. So coaching, daily compass, reflection every day with myself, 30 minutes, and writing out what's working, what's not working, journaling, being conscious of the monkey mind and not attaching it to those negative thoughts. Also, seeing them for what they are and saying, bye-bye, see you later. Hopefully not, but see ya. But then going to those lifelines when it just all falls apart on me, and not being attached to the outcome. Knowing that every day is a clean slate. Today's a new day. Yesterday ended last night. So I hope that helped you. That was kind of a mini sermonette, but that's my story. Am I sticking to it? That's why I coach, because I know that people will not do this on their own. They won't. Life is always going to test you. In fact, I will tell you, when I went and hit 5 figures last September for the first time, oh my gosh, did I have marriage challenges? Another friend committed suicide. It was just like left and right. I felt like Rocky Balboa getting beat up by Drago, right? Or Mr. T, or even Apollo. I was just like, whoa, wasn't ready for that one. Wasn't ready for that one. Wasn't ready for that one. And again, all of the things I mentioned, Elizabeth, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that whole laundry list of things that I shared with you. Awesome. Yes. Untethered Soul is life-changing. I notice whenever I start slipping back into negative thoughts, it's because I haven't been listening to it. And you can go on to Audible, and there's lectures and lectures and lectures and lectures. So I actually haven't even read the book in probably 6 months. I've just been listening to his countless lectures on Audible. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. First of all, you should never hire a coach who doesn't have a coach. Just throwing that out there. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Never hire a coach. Even if it's just for a small ticket program, if they're not being coached, you don't know really what they're accountable to, and if they're even going to be in business. The average coach might make $4,000 a year, and that's just because they're not being coached and they're not being accountable. So, all right. Any questions? That book. So if someone put it up in the chat, it's Untethered Soul. I'll type it. Any other questions, you guys? Does anybody have any questions about my VIP program and what that's all about? I'm super excited. This challenge actually inspired me to change that program to make it even more valuable than it already was, for a fraction of a cost of working with me one-on-one. So I'm just going to type something up here for you. So I'll put it up on the screen so you can read it. Oops, that's not it. Sorry, got too many banners. Okay, so here we go. A little more about using the Daily Compass and Guide. I love acronyms, by the way. I'm going to start calling it the D, C, and G. When I am reaching out to my past clients and spheres, following up, and the Hour of Power. No, great question. Yeah. Thanks, somebody. I'm going to remove that so you can see my face. But yeah, keep in mind, we live in a social media age. So yes, that 100 is phone calls, text messages, however you reach out to people. You do want to count them as long as they are quality. There are also, I have coached financial planners and realtors, and in the olden days, I'll call it the old school days, we have a lot of people who that was their goal, 100 phone calls a day. Obviously, that's not That's not possible in 1 hour unless you have a calling service or something like that. But yeah, I kept that there because you can send, if you gamify it, you can send up to 30 to 40 messages outbound. It's all outbound. You don't engage in a lot of back and forth until that hour is over. And then you have a follow-up time period later in the day. That's where the lead follow-up section could be utilized, right? The new contacts is your new additions every day. I'm just looking at the sheet right now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I really can't recommend enough using it and applying it. Just me talking about it, you're not going to understand it. Hold on here a second here. I want to go back to comments, make sure new contacts, lead follow up. Yeah. So the power hour for me, you have to set a goal or an intention before you start it. Is your power hour specifically reaching out to past clients or your sphere of influence that maybe you haven't talked to and haven't had a sales conversation or a referral conversation, or a past client? Hey, this is my new thing coming up. I'd love for you to attend. Or, oh, by the way, who do you know that? That could be your whole focus. New contacts, to me, that's not counted in the hour of power or power hour. I prefer power hour. I don't know why I put hour of power on there, to be honest. But anyway, being able to add new connections every day, that's not always included in that, because to me, it's more important to have the outbound and the outreach. And so the lead follow-up is something that there's two ways to do lead follow-up. Number one, it could be your power hour for the day if you haven't had other time for follow-up. I personally, this is what I coach inside of my coaching groups, is do the outbound for that hour. That could also include your bait post, right? That could be who you're reaching out to, people that commented on your bait posts. Again, it's all about setting your intention for the day. That's why I coach only 2 bait posts a week, because the other days you want to be reaching out to your past clients or your sphere of influence. The lead follow-up ideally is another 30 minutes per day. However, remember, you are all unique. You all got to find your own way. Lois is not here to make you all mini Loises. You got to be you. You got to find what works for you. That's why I really, really would love for you guys to consider being in one of my coaching programs, because, yeah, I just can't emphasize it enough, because this is something you have to figure out by doing and applying and finding what works best for you. Maybe it's not an hour. Maybe it's a power 30 minutes, especially for those of you side hustlers out there who, or homeschooling moms and dads like me. Some days I don't get a full hour. Some days I get a power 30 minutes. So you got to test it and really use it for 90 days. 90 days, also known as a 12-week year. Oh, by the way, if you haven't read that book, read it. Changed my life and got my brain to focus properly. So between the 12-week year and Untethered Soul, more focus, better mindset, much working smarter versus working stupid. Because I was really, I know it's a harsh word to say, and I'm not really even being demeaning of myself. It was just stupid activity. I wasn't stupid. I had stupid activity and working 7 days a week. Okay, cool. So Jesse said, your bait post did not get much response. Yeah, I coach on that happens. It still happens to me. You got to do it for 90 days to truly, truly transform your life. Just to kind of give you an example, I didn't do any bait posts. Well, I wouldn't say zero. I did very, very few bait posts in my first 12-week year. That was all phone calls, messaging on Facebook to get my email list from 0 to 2,000 people, and to do a weekly webinar and a weekly podcast live stream to add value, to have that EIEIO elements to it, right? give, you know, as Gary Vaynerchuk says, jab, jab, right hook. So just a encouragement for you, Jesse. And that's why in my new and improved VIP membership, which is only $97 a month, you guys, less than a Starbucks a day and super duper invaluable, depending on your price point, one lead closed, maybe two, it'll pay for itself and you'll actually make a lot more money on top of that. So our goal is to do live lead generation together 2 times a month, the first and third Wednesdays of the month, and be able to continue this process and also improve and test out your bait posts. So in that'll be a paid. I know Simbavi was really good about doing her bait posts, and Elizabeth tagged me. Janet screenshotted, sent me her homework, all of that kind of stuff. I won't be able to do that anymore for you unless you're in my paid membership group. And that's the $97 a month VIP program. So let me know, is there any other questions? I'm glad that my hotspot's working. Any other questions, you guys, today? This is your last opportunity. And this is exciting. I have seen the top 2 people that emailed in their homework and beat the deadline, did all the things. They showed up every time. So they are here. So I will be announcing those in just a moment. I have time for one more question. If there is any other questions on this final Q&A. Thanks, Janet. Appreciate you. Okay. Yes, I do, actually. And this is something that this is one of my, I guess, not so secret weapons. There's 2 ways to get in front of more people using Facebook and LinkedIn and defying the odds of the algorithms. Number 1, creating and monetizing a Facebook group that holds, your audience more captive. Not that they see you every time you go live, none of that, but at least they're more likely to see your stuff. And now, keep in mind, that's a big undertaking, but I did that as one of my 12-week years last year, and I'm so grateful that I did. In fact, I'm going to start a new Facebook community specific to lead generation and sales, not just my podcast community. So that helps. And of course, you can't keep them in Facebook, remember? You got to get them into your email list, right? So don't rely on Facebook and LinkedIn to be your, big term, database, right? Long-term database rather. And then on LinkedIn, I do events. I do LinkedIn events, and that helps me not have to worry about the algorithms. I would say I probably have, I had 415 people signed up for this. And I'm going to say, without certainty, because I haven't been able to download all the data and really look at it and reflect on it, which I will do next week. I would say about half came from LinkedIn and having events on there. So that's wait a minute. The first point, shoot. Repeat the first point. Gosh, now I don't know. Talking about Facebook groups, not having, and then making sure you get everyone from your Facebook group also in your email list. Oh, that's easy. If you book a call with me, you'll get to see. So what strategies do you use to have a value pack sales call? I can't answer that on this. That's a coaching journey, just so you know. But there's basic, state the agenda, find out their problem, give them an experience of coaching or teaching or whatever you call it, and then give them an opportunity to buy even just one thing. If you have a $27 thing or a $7 thing, and if they don't buy, that's fine, right? Ask for referrals. It's perfect. but that's a unique coaching conversation for sure. Yeah. Yes. Sambavi came from LinkedIn. Yeah, I just had a guy book a sales call too from Dubai, and I know he came from LinkedIn, but it's one of those things where I'm going to have to go back and unpack that, and again reflect. Oh, sure. Yes. So if you want to become an affiliate for me, by the way, this content, and then I'm going to announce the winners because we're coming on to the end here. This content is going away tonight, you guys. Somewhat depends on when it gets taken out of all of the platforms. So I can't give you a hard stop time. It's out of my control. But then if you wanted to become an affiliate and refer this to new people, you can go to kofiaffiliate.com and sign up there. kofiaffiliate.com and sign up there. And then otherwise, and then you get training from me and discounts to my coaching programs, all of that kind of stuff. So it's free. There's no quota. There's no rules. It's really up to you if you want to refer that. So then anybody that's brand new, you're going to get an affiliate link for the new version 2.0. And again, it's only going to be free for them for 5 days. And then once it's gone, it's gone. They would have to sign up for my VIP membership in order to be able to be a part, to keep that content. And then there's all sorts of other things you can refer them to, like in the fall, my Manifest and Monetize virtual summit is free, but there are opportunities for them to buy on the back end. So if you sign up for that at manifestandmonetize.com, you'll also have the opportunity to get paid for your referrals. It's basically affiliate referral partner is what it's called for longer term. Okay. So last call. If you haven't already done so, please book a call with lois.com. I'll be happy to support you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this final live 5-day challenge. So now we're going to go ahead and announce the winners of the first and second place, and they've got to still be here, and they got to comment below in order to get the goods and the prizes. And then all I have to say is please give me till next week if as the winners you want to talk about how to utilize your winnings. Okay. So in second place, winning the $500 in coaching credits is Janet Martin. Janet, winner, chicken dinner. Are you here, Janet? Janet, are you here? Going once. She's got a comment below in order to win. Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope you didn't get stuck on a call and had to leave at the last minute. Okay, awesome. Hey, Harumi, welcome. So Janet is the winner of $500 in coaching credit. And if you don't know Janet, she is amazing. You've got to connect with her. John Maxwell certified trainer. She's amazing and she's super committed. She's one of my top affiliate referral partners now. She also won a pay increase. She won a bunch of money, $1,000 at my last podcast anniversary. So she's one of the most committed, most amazing people. So you want to connect with that young lady. So let's go ahead and announce the number one drum roll. From California, Elizabeth Ibarra. Yay! Are you here still, Elizabeth? I think you are, but I just have to play by the rules. Comment below. Maybe she fell off her chair. Are you there, Elizabeth? She's also got a beautiful young son. So I just want to make sure. I hope, did my internet drop? Elizabeth, are you still there? Okay, good. Yay, wonderful. So Elizabeth just won the $1,500 in coaching credits, and that can be used a lot of different ways, Elizabeth. Oh, good. Well, she also had a really, I think we all did. All right. I'm just going to say last week, I don't know about you, but it was a rough week. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I feel like I got tested in all areas of my life. And I know Elizabeth had a lot going on. So I just want to acknowledge all of you. You all had a lot going on. I know at one point I talked to Janet, she was exhausted. And anyway, I don't want to share too much of people's personal details without their permission. Sambhavi, you were traveling, amazing job for all of you. So pat yourselves on the back. I do the prizes for fun, but just remember you're all winners because you showed up and showed out. And my marching orders for you is you got to keep going with this. 1 week is not enough. I coach all my clients at minimum to have 100 quality lead conversations a month. So just 5 a day. Remember, 5 a day keeps the creditors away and will bring in the money. If you want to have it come much faster, like I did, because I was a maniac on a mission last year, you're going to want to double that. Maybe even triple that for a short period of time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and super, super proud of you guys, both winners, and all of you are winners. So just see if you can consume more of the content before it goes away. And if you have any questions on here on the replay, anybody who comes in later, because I realize it's a Monday, please go ahead and still comment below. I will get back to the questions within the next 24 to 48 hours. So thanks again, guys. Have an awesome, awesome week, an amazing finish to your summer. And until next time, as always, here's to your best health, your best wealth, your best wisdom. And remember to be kind to yourself and others as you go through this day, because you never know when you're having a conversation with someone on that other side of the computer what's going on in their life. So keep this permission-based conversation message going, whether you work with me or not beyond today, because it does make a difference in this world. And that's the most important thing for me. All right. Take care, guys. Have a great day.